Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Movie Social. We're your hosts, Ricky and Steph.
What up, what up, what up?
And today, we're going to be doing a spoiler review for the Apple TV Plus original movie, Cherry, starring Tom Holland. And before we actually get into this review, if you like what we're doing on this channel with these reviews for movies, TV shows, video games, and anime, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share the channel video with your family and friends. All right, so to me, Cherry, wow, what a job done. What a job done. All I can say. But at the same time, I'm conflicted because this highlighted a lot of the problems with the drug addictions. It highlighted a lot of problems of the PTSD and all.
Yes, it did.
But you know one thing it did not recognize? How they treated those with an addiction of a certain complexion versus another group with an addiction of a certain complexion. For that, you got to go to Snowfall.
True. Now, I'm going to say this really quickly. Tom Holland is definitely in the early running for 2021 to get an Oscar, in my opinion.
Maybe.
This right here, like, again, we talked about it. You've definitely seen Tom Holland in different roles recently.
I mean, this is definitely a complete 360 from being Spider-Man, your friendly neighbor.
180 from being your neighbor-friendly.
Complete 360.
Why is it 360?
Because he went all the way around, came back a whole nother person.
Listen, this is definitely different from him being Spider-Man. This man had so much going on.
First of all, the language, the nature, everything with this was completely different.
And let's definitely get on the fact that I feel, and this is sad because it definitely brings to light a few things for sure. 1000% bring. We as a government, as a country, fail our veterans.
Not only do we fail the veterans, we fail everyone. Because honestly, I feel like if you tell somebody that they can go and serve for this country, but come back and they get mediocre health care, mediocre services for needs, anything. Or you tell them they're fighting for our freedom and then you come back home and only certain people are getting treated a certain way in this country, then what was the point of them fighting overseas for? And that is really one of the biggest problems in this country. It's always been only looking out for its best interests as far as financial and never the people that serve it.
What blew my mind, right? And this is just like what blew my mind. Like, I could never understand this, right? Man had PTSD.
Oh,
and
just toss some pills at it.
Exactly. This man had PTSD, and the only thing that the doctor could think of to resolve his PTSD is to throw some pills at it, and to just, he's probably not going to become an addict. How is that?
No, but the problem was he was there because he was taking Oxy already. That was the whole
he was taking Xanax at first.
No. Remember, he was taking Xanax on his own.
But then he
ran around, got hooked on his
Oxy.
friend's Oxy, and then she made him go see the doctor at the VA to find an alternative to drugs. Which that was the doctor actually knew that. He didn't know what drugs he was taking, but he knew that it was drugs.
Yeah, and then he was like, well, what about, like,
have you heard of Oxy?
How are you,
like, really
going to, like, these people have, like, legit, like, they need help other than just throwing pills at it.
Pills should be the last option for anyone at this point in life.
I agree, especially something, because
PTSD, a lot of times, I think, this is me just throwing that out there. I think talking will be the most beneficial, be able to talk through issues and stuff. Because drugs, you don't want to depend on something that's going to harm you, do more harm.
And that's exactly what
talking,
this did.
Keeping yourself busy, working. Yes. Because they have to the only way you're going to get over something is by going through it and talking through it. Not trying to block it away because then it's going to keep creeping up.
True.
And that's what he was doing with the Oxy.
True. And the thing with also, like, I just don't understand how we, as a government or as a country, like, the man obviously was going through something. And then to, like, just like I said, we threw pills at his situation. The man couldn't sleep because of what he was going through, the trauma that he was going through. And
well, remember, they brainwash you to do what they want you to do, and
yeah,
then peace, goodbye.
pretty much.
You train somebody to be a killer, have them come back home to be a civilian without no proper debrief and none of that.
Yep. And I mean, like I said, the man seen somebody who he considered a really good friend while he was serving
Just
get blown up after
he told them.
Listen, we was over here before, and you know, there's certain things in here in the road, and I think we should go do another one. The guy tripped out on him, and what happens? The truck gets stuck.
He doesn't listen to him about how to get the truck out.
Exactly, and
Cost
then
more time and more time.
when he said that there was other things in the ground, what happens?
Kaboom!
And he actually watched, like literally, and when he ran over there, finger was blown off, faces is melted, all because you just want to do what you want to do. Like this movie blew my mind. And another thing that I don't know if you caught, that it was the writing was absolute, like, ridiculously funny.
Oh yeah.
The name of the banks.
Oh yeah.
That had me cracking up.
But you know what's crazy? The fact that his wife, Emily, winds up getting hooked on all this because she's tired of the way he's acting. So she wants to, I need to escape too.
That was wild too.
Gets hooked. And then she's a teacher, which is wild. The fact that she has to, in between classes, go get a fix from him to focus and stay to the day. I'm like,
At the end, though, what he did to basically get them both clean.
Yeah, because the separation of him from her after he tried to leave her when she OD'd on the drugs, and her mother was about to beat him up if he didn't leave, and she still came back to him.
Yep.
Even he tried to leave her then, she wouldn't go.
Listen, Tom Holland did an excellent job.
Oh yeah,
he did an excellent job.
This is a good cast. Only person I really didn't like was the dealer.
Pills and coke.
Yeah, he was a straight punk.
Yo, he reminded me straight off of a Malibu Most Wanted or something like that. I was like, bro, where did they get this pail of mayonnaise from? Come on now. He definitely looked like Malibu's Most Wanted.
They were like, I don't understand how you dealing all this stuff, but then when it comes to robbing the bank to get the money that you claim you need, so that way you don't get roughed up by your supplier, and then you just shoot the gun, almost shoot somebody, and then wind up getting your own self shot.
So when he got shot, I was sitting there wondering, how did he get shot? And they still
when they was wrestling with the gun, when Tom Holland was trying to take the gun from him, or when he shot the gun and ricochet right back into him.
I think that's probably what caused it, for sure. I think that's what caused it for sure.
I'm just like, this man really was walking around with that bullet and him literally just walking. Talk about taking him to the hospital. Why didn't he just walk into a hospital then?
I don't know. He was probably just like roaming. Hospitals, depending on where you are, aren't close.
Yeah. But, that teller for the bank was making me mad. Like, you really tried to lock him in the bank after he robbed y'all with a gun. So you're going to lock the killer in there with the gun. You're supposed to, as Tom Holland said, you're supposed to lock them in between the doors so that way he can't shoot nobody.
Yeah.
Idiot.
That was, see, you know what? Like I said, I don't really go into banks. But I did not know that some banks has that as a security measure.
Yeah, like the Citizens Bank by me has it. A lot of Citizens Banks have them where only one person can go in the door at a time. Because once you open that outside door, the inside door doesn't open until that outside door is closed, and it won't allow. It's only enough space for like one person. I mean, you could try to squeeze two people in there, but
the way they had it was the sliding doors, a vestibule, and then more sliding doors, and that was like, oh, okay, all right. I see you that he did his homework. He knew what was supposed to be done.
Yeah.
And I really liked how, like I said, he basically gave himself up. He saved his girl's life by not getting her attacked, by making sure he was able to complete the robbery. And he just, I thought he died. when he got high that one last time.
Yeah, I thought he was out there.
I thought he died.
I thought he overdosed on himself purposely.
Yeah.
But no, he was like, "Oh, this is my last high. That's it."
Yo, and when he was in jail and he was bleeding, like coughing up blood, I was like, oh.
And that's another thing. Once they get hooked,
their body is
they
like...
got to find another way to... I mean, I know some, they try to wean them off of it slowly, but I'm like, that doesn't help either.
Yeah, that doesn't, I don't think that. But
cold turkey is the only real way.
Because with your body, like, obviously, your body is trying to push all that stuff out.
But it's also, you're dependent on some of that stuff.
Exactly.
Too.
I mean, I can't, like,
drug addiction is...
I've seen some things like on Facebook, not Facebook, on like Twitter and stuff like that, where people was like saying it was bad. It wasn't. I thought this movie was absolutely great.
I think some people had a idea of what this movie was going to be, and it didn't live up to their idea, so they thought it was bad. Me, I didn't have any idea of how it was going to go. I just was taking it as a movie.
I didn't even see any
starring my friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
I didn't see any trailers or anything like that at all.
When they came on, I always fast forwarded. I'd rather just watch it.
And that's what I did. Like, I didn't see the trailer. I just watched it, and I watched it for what it was, and I enjoyed it for exactly what it was.
But this is definitely some grown-up watching.
Facts.
But it might be triggering for some, especially those that might be going through PTSD or have gone through drug addictions.
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the veterans out there who are actually, like, you know, struggling and was able to overcome PTSD, because, again, that looks like it's something very hard to overcome.
I mean, we've known a few that have PTSD.
We do?
Yes, we do. We used to work with one too.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot about that.
But not only with PTSD, but the addictions and all. Maybe one day we'll have a government that cares about its people, especially those that serve its country too. Who knows? Because I mean, the VA could use some serious money, flux, along with a lot of other things, but. Stop spending all these billions of dollars on warships that we're not going to ever use, or that's always being delayed from production, and start investing in the people.
Agreed.
But what do you guys think about this movie? Let us know in the comments below. If you might have suffered from an addiction or PTSD, and you want to talk about how it relates with the movie or anything like that, let us know in the comments below. Go ahead and drop it in the comments. Until next time.